Now, we take that initiation. Now, you're going to actually put together a ceremony of initiation.
Now, and this initiation is in what context?
All right. This here, this here is a ritual of entry to someone coming into the group, like into the building.
Uh-huh.
So it's into the study.
Okay, into study.
Okay. And the third part of that is the initiation of the robe. That is when they are first given the right to wear the robe. So it's one is any kind of a meeting, how you greet them at the door and what you do. In other words, what's it do, what's it for, so on, all right? The second one is this will be selected people who are going to be in the study. And the third one would be the initiation into the robe. Now, everything you use in that ritual, I want an explanation of why you're using it.
Okay.
What it stands for, why you're using it. In any of these three spaces of initiation and entry.
Okay.
Now we're going to add one other thing to that, and that's not the entry, but I want we will call it the signet, all right? What you would wish to have in an identifying signet for the black robe initiate. In other words, in the Magus group, you design your thing. All right. Design in your mind what you would do if such a signet were to be used for a black robe.
Okay. Okay.
All right? So that will be your homework for next time.
That's a good assignment.
And it should be something that would be fun for you. Yeah, I think you would enjoy it.
I think this will take me all 6 months working on it.
Well, I tell you, you will. One of the things that you'll begin to realize is the threads that come in from all these other rituals you've known in the different American Indian and East Indian. So how they're all related, so to speak, right?
Okay.
Now, I'd like you for just a moment to sit quietly. I'm just listening to my words, all right? I want you to see the season of spring. Halfway up a hillside, there is a grove of trees. They are aspen, newly coming into leaf. As the sun shines down through the aspen, you are able to see a circle ringed by aspen, quaking aspen. In the very center of that ring is a flat stone that stands about 2 feet above the earth. As you move toward that stone and climb upon it to stand, I want you to feel the energy of the aspen, the circle, and the stone. want you now to hear the voice of the aspen as they speak to each other. Hear it. And now I want you to feel the power of the circle as it moves with the message. Feel the power of the circle in communication. And now I want you to feel the power and strength of the stone. And now as you stand, you see that there are 4 black-robed men. They stand in the cardinal points of the circle. And now you become aware of 4 gray-robed women. They stand at the midpoint between each cardinal point. Each of them raises their right hand and points towards you. Now they raise their left hand and place it over their hearts. I want you to feel the energy, male and female, active and receptive, moving through the hearts of the energy of the people and moving toward you. I want you to feel it reach you and build around you a cocoon. It is a cocoon of love and energy, patience and endurance. And that cocoon is absorbed into you. I want you to carefully look at the northernmost cardinal point, and I want you to see the figure that stands there, and I want you to hear inside yourself his name. Now turn to the southernmost cardinal point and absorb the robed figure there and hear his name. These two are called the brothers. Now turn to the most western and see the black robed figure there at this most western cardinal point. And hear the name. Now turn to the most eastern cardinal point. See the black robe and hear a name. And these two are called the speakers. Once again, I want you to become aware of the aspen and the circle, of the cardinal points and the midpoints, of the power of the circle and the power of the stone. And holding them deep within you, let yourself return to this room and this space.
It's fading fast.
It's all right, it'll come back.
And, okay. What the aspens were whispering was, be one with us, be one with us.
All right.
I kept hearing Maynuk, but I think this guy's name was either Maynuk or Maynard.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard that through while the basically just came to me while the
power of the circle, all right.
And I think this person's name was either Maynuk or Maynard, or maybe Maynuk was the ceremony.
Yes.
This guy just happened to be Maynard, was his name. And Baylor, he was bald, I believe bald. Baylor was dark-haired. He had red hair. And Feldum, or Felmore, or Feldum. And this is Waylon or Walter.
All right. Now, who were the brothers?
Maynard and Baylor.
All right. Maynard and Baylor are the brothers.
North, south, west, east.
All right.
And these are the speakers.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now, were you able to see the gray women?
Yes, they were robed, but their heads were covered.
All right. Now, the speakers' names were? What were the speakers' names?
I think one was like Feldmore or Feldham, and the other one was Whalen.
Feldor and Whalen, all right, those, yes.
Is it Feldor?
Feldor, yeah.
Feldor. Okay. Baylor and Feldor? Or am I close here, or am I
Yes,
right on?
yeah, oh yes, no, you're right on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think Whalen. Right?
Whalen.
And that would be Walter today, I guess.
All right, yes. Mm-hmm.
And Maynuk, what was Maynuk? Was that the ceremony? Or was
Maynard was the ceremony.
Okay, and was he Maynard?
Maynard.
Okay, and Baylor.
Baylor, all right?
Okay, Maynuk was the ceremony.
Yes.
Because I kept hearing that it was like it was being chanted.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Now, I want you, in this course of the next 6 months, to go back and do this whole exercise again. And you'll gradually get to really know them. And then I want you to ask for the names of the midpoint. Now there'll be the sisters and the receptors. All right. Now, as you do this over and over, you are going to gradually come to know who you were and your name.
Uh-huh.
All right. But you want to go back 2 or 3 times to this, and now when you do it, and when they present to you, you will turn back to them over the heart and extended, and you will greet them by name.
Okay. Left hand over the heart, right hand
Yes. All right. Right active force, left receptive force. Receive in the heart and send it out.
Uh-huh.
All right. And you'll then call them by name as you do this exercise, and you'll begin to feel like old friends. Right. And then you will greet the females. All right, and remember, they will, of course, be in 2 pairs, the same as the other one. And then next time we're going to discuss how they work together.
Okay.
And so on, and what their purpose was in their work. All right? And I think, unless you have some more questions,
I think this is it.
this is probably it for today. And so I shall slide out of her and let her be her again, all right? Okay, here we are, I'm back. It's just silly. You feel like you did a slide, it's kind of like almost like you slid on the ice, And at first it was like, ooh. And then you get used to it.
Yeah, I thought you'd already slipped out, so I went to hit that, and I guess I must have interrupted you mid-slide when I was trying.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay.